Hey guys, it's me, Magdalene Plays, and we have a special guest,
Kelsey,
my editor. So today we're going to be reacting to I Got Pregnant in Elementary School.
That is just crazy. Okay,
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and start. Let me eat Skittles.
Yeah, we got Skittles.
Hi, my name is Kayla, and
I got it from a
pregnant
Valentine.
when I was still in elementary school. I grew up in this really small island. We had few neighbors, and children didn't get to go to public school.
What?
To study, I would have to travel many miles every day, and my parents couldn't afford it. My mom and dad wanted a better future for me, and they began saving up every penny they earned. It was a hard time because we had little to eat, and my parents worked almost all day long. I had to help out a lot around the house, even if I was really young. I can't thank my parents enough for everything they did for me, and I know I disappointed them by getting pregnant so young. I hope I can make it up to them and repay them for all their effort and love. When I was 9 years old, they managed to save up enough money to move to America. I knew a little English, but it was hard starting from scratch. I had a lot to learn, and I had never gone to school at all before arriving to the USA.
Red is
Everything
clearly
was
my
new to me.
favorite.
Growing up in such a small island, I wasn't used to the busy streets or being surrounded by lots of people. I wasn't used to the fast-paced life of the city either. It was all so foreign and odd to me. What was worse, I was older than my classmates when my mom and dad finally managed to get me enrolled in a public school. I was really eager to learn though, so I studied hard and paid attention to my teachers. I did my homework every evening, speaking and writing in English. Dad worked 2 jobs, and that allowed Mom to take care of me when I wasn't at school. That was also a big change because they usually didn't have enough time to be around me often. I was really happy about this. I was a kid and really needed my mom to be by my side. She helped me with my homework and motivated me to be responsible. I became a great student, and my teachers considered allowing me to skip a grade. Since I didn't have any previous education, they decided against it, even if it meant I was older than my classmates and I showed promise. Perhaps, they told me, I would be able to skip a grade or 2 when I reached high school. 6th grade arrived and everything was going well. My parents had both managed to get far better jobs. Dad was able to be home every night, and we were living in a nice apartment in a better neighborhood. My life was a lot better than it had ever been at the island. I had friends, I was studying, we lived in a nice place. Mom and Dad could actually spend time with me, and we even had enough money to afford nicer clothes and furniture. We were not rich or anything of the sort, but it was more than enough for us. That was when I met this really nice guy named Brad. I fell in love with him immediately. My parents allowed us to date because it seemed like it was so innocent. After all, we were both still so young. We spent a lot of time together. It was so much fun, and I loved kissing him. We were foolish and really young. One night, while my mom was working overtime, we stayed home alone. We began having too much fun, and one thing led to another. At first, I didn't notice anything was different. A few weeks passed sick in the mornings. Mom got concerned, but since I felt better after a while, she brushed it off as the flu. I didn't want her to be concerned, so I pretended I didn't feel queasy most mornings. I kept going to school and studying as normal, but things kept getting weird. My stomach began swelling up, and by then I knew that something was wrong. I talked to Brad first, and we figured out I was pregnant. I completely freaked out and didn't want to tell my parents anything about it, but there wasn't anything else I could do. That night, I blurted the news out in the middle of dinner. I was too upset to try and calmly explain it to them.
Like I said, her nickname is the latest, so don't go ahead and say that's her name, because it's not, I promise you.
My parents were incredibly mad. They scolded me for hours and couldn't believe I could have gotten pregnant since I was so young. They took me to the doctor and wanted to confirm if it was true. After a quick ecography and a blood test, it was confirmed. I was expecting a baby. The doctor told them I was over 4 months pregnant, so there was no other choice but to keep the baby. When we got back to our home, my mom and dad started arguing. Dad said I was ruining my life, and Mom said that they needed to support me. I was their daughter, and even if I had, they couldn't turn their back on me.
Comixology is Amazon's premier digital comics, graphic novels, and manga reading experience. With over 100,000 books available, you won't have any trouble discovering
on me. They called Brad's parents, and the four of them met up. Brad and I were terrified, and all the adults were furious. They explained that they would support us, but that the baby would be our responsibility. When we arrived home from school, we'd take care of our son or daughter. We agreed immediately, of course, not only because it was the right thing to do, but because we were both terrified of our parents' anger. I continued studying all through my pregnancy. I was very lucky, since both my parents and Brad's mom and dad really were there for us every step of the way. Against all odds, Brad and I continued dating all through high school. When we graduated, we moved in together with our daughter, Lucy. We have a great relationship and get along so well with all four of my daughter's grandparents. We are a happy family and are doing great. We both have good jobs and plan on having more children in a few years. Sometimes people think that I'm Lucy's sister instead of her mom, but we don't mind. We worked really hard to raise her well, and we will continue to try and give her the best life possible. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and check out
Bonus
the
story,
other
there's
videos
gonna
on
be
the
a bonus
channel.
story.